My name is Dr. Jogen Desai. I am the founder and CEO of Eyestem. The inspiration behind Eyestem was a simple meeting with Rajani, who is our chief medical officer. She's a retina surgeon, and I had gone to her for some routine ophthalmology procedure. And then she was talking about how there is a large unmet need. Then I came to C Camp actually and met Rams, and we were talking about exciting work in stem cells. And that's how we put two and two together, and that's how Eyestem started. So we have developed an RPE cell suspension to treat dry age-related macular degeneration. RPE stands for retinal pigment epithelium, which is a layer that you lose in dry AMD. Um, and we have done first in human studies, and we've shown that so far we have results which are best in class, where legally blind patients have had reversal of vision loss, which is very promising. And we're obviously the only company in India, but one of three companies in the world right now racing towards a cure. CCamp is like the where everything happens for us, including, as I said, when we started, I met Rams, who at that time used to be part of Instem, and then I met Taslim at CCamp, and I think this is, we met in the canteen, and that's where we discussed the start of iStep. Uh, at every step of the way, CCamp has been incredibly helpful. Be it talking about grants that the government is providing, or talking about figuring out how to navigate the landscape of regulatory in India and so on. So extremely valuable. We couldn't have done it without SCAM. I also want to thank BIRAC for the grants that they were provided us at various stages, the BIG grant, the SEED grant, and finally the BIPP grant, which have been very instrumental, not just in the financial, but in the non-financial sense in terms of scientific inputs that we have received and so on. So this is true probably not just for us, but for a lot of other companies as well in the space. We've certainly faced our share of challenges, COVID being one of them, because we lost about 1.5 years because of COVID. A lot of work that we wanted to do could not get done. Uh, but that being said, this is normal part of everyday life. We certainly have, how to grow these cells in 120 over 120 days without antibiotics, or without any infection that is being introduced is a large challenge, and we've got fantastic group of scientists who've been able to accomplish all that. What we envisage is that over the next 10 to 15 years, a lot of diseases that are currently incurable will start becoming treatable, at least, if not outright curable. We believe stem cells will be one of the biggest drivers for this change. So our vision is to create a scalable cell therapy product, which is a true innovation coming out of India for the world over the next 5 to 10 years. The clinical trial is obviously ongoing. We have our phase 2 trial that will happen sometime in the next, that will start in the next few months in India. And we are looking at a trial starting in the US as well, sometime by middle of next year. So very excited. And the next 5 years will see a lot of developments, hopefully a lot of them positive for iStem, and will be able to impact a lot of patients because of that. Scalability has been the cornerstone of why we started. So we want to make sure that it is the price points are such that the eventual patients can afford. We're not come up. I mean, I think a little bit early to talk about the specifics of the prices, but certainly, you know, out, outside India, it is like $500,000 for an injection. So just cutting it by even 50% is not enough. We will have to cut it by like 75% or 80% or even more than that in order for it to be within the uh, price point of affordability for most of India. So we're working on that, and we hope to share more details as our protocols scale up more and more.